Robert and Rebecca, how are you today?
Yeah, good, thanks, Matt.
That's good. So, what we're talking about today is your father's estate planning affairs and getting them in order today. As you have a few concerns relating to his declining and his ill health, I can help you facilitate this process. However, I cannot provide legal advice in regards and putting the wills in place. I will have to refer that to an external party who is suitably qualified to put that together. So, but I can help in the facilitation of the whole process. So, in the information you've already provided, your father gave a loan to your sister Bethany for 150,000.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. He also needs constant care and support.
yeah.
He doesn't want to go into a home as well too. His house is roughly worth 450,000.
Yeah.
Uh, his car's worth $500. He's got some goods and chattels worth 3,600. He's got 7,900 cash in bank and jewellery. Your mother's jewellery, roughly valued at 6,700. And Bert felt the best solution was to pass his assets on to the grandchildren because you particularly don't need the support. So that's basically a summary of what the information I have so far. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So what we're looking today is providing a comprehensive advice solution which relates to your financial position as a whole. So the end result is a financial plan delivering on your objectives via a highly tailored and interrelated set of recommendations. In other words, um, as your financial planner, we're basically using multiple areas of our skill set to implement a plan that meets all your needs. And basically, this includes your estate planning solution, any loans, stuff like that as well too, and structuring agreements. So we're standalone estate planning advice. Um, is basically just looking at organising binding death nominations as well as your wills, power of attorneys. So basically, estate planning is looking at protecting and maximising your inheritance and making sure it's distributed as per your wishes. So when we look at a good estate plan, it considers your current and future assets and liabilities. It also takes into account your personal and financial objectives, any insurance you may have, as well as your superannuation strategy and any family requirements as well too. As there is a few different components outstanding, um, such as and the constant ongoing care and support you'll require. There may be Centrelink benefits that isn't accessing, and with the $150,000 loan, it's important to have a strategy of what happens to that loan if Bert was to pass away. So um, whether we look at comprehensive or the estate planning solution, with a few different moving parts, I think, especially with the loan there, I think it would be important, and I'd recommend looking at the comprehensive advice solution. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds
Okay, so with our estate planning, that involves a smooth transition and process of transferring assets during the time of emotion under a time of financial uncertainty and is seen as the key component of an overall financial plan. Financial planning during a person's life is about growing and developing their asset base during the accumulation phase. So that's basically from your financial planning to your estate planning sort of things. So what we're looking at is establishing a will and power of attorney, and we may even consider establishing a trust. So do you understand what a will is and what assets are governed under a will?
good. Can you just go over them just in case I miss something? I'm pretty sure I know, but it's always best to.
Yeah.
Just double check.
Yeah. So a will doesn't apply to all the assets. Um, it only covers estate assets where there's not a binding death nomination made. So it includes things such as personal chattels, real property owned individually, any shares in a company that are owned personally, a share or interest in assets held as a tenant in common, any cash investments, loans payable by the testor to the trustee of a trust, any income or capital allocated to the testor from a trust. So it's important with that loan as well there that we look at documenting a bit of an agreement, and that's the important side of things, having that will
Okay.
in place too. So
Yeah.
in regards to leaving your assets to your grandchildren and being who are under the age of 18,
Yep.
you may want to consider a testamentary trust. Do you understand what that means?
They can't touch it till they're a certain age, hey?
Yeah, correct. So it basically sits in a trust in there and grows over a period of time. Once the children turn a certain age, so for example, it might be 25 that you set, the kids can then use that as, it might be a house deposit or something along those lines.
Okay.
So the other thing to consider is there is a few social security issues, especially in regards to gifting. Okay, so a single person, do you understand what I mean by gifting?
No, what do you mean by gifting?
Yeah, so gifting is basically where you provide a financial incentive. Um, so, for example, you give someone $10,000 as a gift. So there's no requirements in around that. They don't have to pay you back. It's just a gift.
Okay, yep.
So we've got to keep in mind with obviously Centrelink benefits as well too. So with Centrelink, a single person can gift about $10,000 per year, limited to $30,000 um, over 5 financial years. So that will need to be considered, but in regards to how it's going to affect any Centrelink payments, benefits like that, I'd like to refer you to a Centrelink specialist to make sure that we're maximising any entitlements and also minimising any potential taxable situations where, um, particularly we've done something that's going to affect benefits paid or he's going to be taxed at a higher rate.
Okay.
We'll also have to I also think there's a need for a power of attorney. Do you understand a power of attorney? What the process is with that and what a power of attorney is?
No, not really. Can you just go over that for me, please?
Okay, so it's basically someone that will act on your behalf. So
Okay.
if you're incapacitated or you
So like my
passed away,
husband, or like it could be a husband or
yeah,
a
it's
daughter
basically
or
someone you
something like that.
trust.
Okay.
Um, so it might be a good thing to, with who you're looking to consider. Maybe Rebecca might be the situation, a good option for you, as she felt it was quite important to get you here today to consider your estate planning side of things. So in regards to the loans as well too, that's another thing we've got to address. So documenting a payment plan. So that will help assist Bert in receiving the ongoing care and treatment that's required and free up the funds that are required to get those services as well too. So they're the many moving parts that we're looking at today. Have I covered off on most of the things there from the information you provided, or do you feel there is a few other things to consider?
No, I think you've covered everything.
Okay. So let me tell you how we charge and how we get paid. Okay, so In regards to fees and commissions, we're a straight fee for service. So what we do is we charge a flat dollar fee. Okay, so our flat dollar fee for this um, to go through this plan would be $1,500, and then plus to manage the ongoing side of things and requirements to make sure that we're meeting the needs, objectives, and goals. We'd be charging $1,200 per year. Keep in mind, other parties as well too have their own fees external to those fees. So, for example, the solicitor will charge a preparation fee for preparing all the estate planning documents as well too. The Centrelink specialist will also charge a fee as well too. So just take that into consideration. Um, so from from there, um, basically the process is we then will do our recommendations and basically upon upon you being happy with our advice, paying the implementation fee, um, we'll then go through the following things that will need to be completed. So, such as compiling a list of assets and liabilities, and retaining relevant documentation um, in relation to any liabilities, loans outstanding as well too. So we'll also help and facilitate and assist in putting together a payment plan for the $150,000 loan, so it's not causing any financial hardship there. We'll also help with the preparation of a statement of your financial position. So this will be a document for the solicitor which outlines specific estate planning requirements and needs that need to be addressed for this plan. We'll facilitate all the meetings between the solicitor and yourself, and we'll work to get the final testament and revoke any other previous wills or power of attorneys which may have been set up in the past. Have you had a will or power of attorney before?
No, maybe years ago. No. Oh no, no, I haven't.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So they'll be a part of the process that we need to make sure that any other previous versions of the will have been revoked in case someone does challenge it. And then we'll review and provide ongoing support as well too. So, and importantly, once all the recommendations have been implemented, I'll send a confirmation letter and a detailed summary of the position and what has been done as well too. So how does that all sound? Have I explained how the process would work in a way that makes sense?
Yeah. So what happens from here?
Yep.
So
So from here, I'll prepare a statement of advice and present you with my recommendations.
yeah.
Um, once the authority once the authority to proceed has been signed, I'll be able to act on Bert's behalf and start on that implementation process. So upon signing the authority to proceed, you'll have 7 days to pay the $2,000 implementation, the $1,500 implementation fee. Sorry, which doesn't include solicitor costs, so there'd be timelines and that as well in there. With the ongoing support side of things, the fee is $1,200 per year, and that's your choice. If you wish to have the ongoing support, or purely you just like us to implement the plan, but that's something we can discuss down the track when you're a bit more, once we're into it a bit more. So, have I explained everything in a way that makes sense?
Yeah, no, very good. If I've got any questions, I'll get in contact with you. What's you prefer, phone, email?
Happy for you to contact me on phone, email, or whatever's suitable for you.
Fantastic.
All the details are on the business card I've provided. Other from that, yeah, any questions, please let me know. But thanks for your time today. I hope I've explained everything in a way that makes sense. And yeah, I'll maintain contact with you throughout the whole process as well too. And there may be, points in time where we need to supply any further information by product providers, or gain further clarification. So we'll have to go backwards and forwards, and you may need to come, clarification side of things. So we may have to go backwards and forwards on a few things to make sure we're ticking all the boxes. So,
No worries.
other from that, thanks again for your time, and I will speak to you soon.
No worries. Cheers.
Thanks.